Welcome back to No Filter Auto. Today, we're staring down the apex predator of the American pony car wars. The year is 1970. The muscle car era is at its peak, a brutal, horsepower-soaked climax. And in this gladiatorial arena, Plymouth unleashes its ultimate weapon. This isn't just a car update. This is a total metamorphosis. This is the 1970 Plymouth Barracuda. And it's here to eat the competition for breakfast. Let's set the stage. The first-generation Cuda was a spunky, Valiant-based fastback. For 1970, it gets a battlefield promotion. It's now built on a wider, stronger, dedicated platform it shares with nothing less than the Dodge Challenger. The result is a transformation from minnow to great white shark. The new body is all muscular tension and aggressive intent, a wide, shark-nosed grille, a fastback roofline that flows into a dramatic kick-up tail, and rear fenders swollen with power. The hook is pure, unapologetic aggression. It looks fast standing still, like it's already hunting you. But here's the no-filter truth that separates the Cuda from the pack. This wasn't just about looks. Under that menacing hood lay the most legendary engine lineup of the era. The options list read like a drag strip hall of fame. You could start with a robust 340 cubic inch V8. Then step up to the 383. Then, the earth-shattering 426 Hemi, the king of the streets. And finally, the mythic 440 Six-Pack, with its trio of two-barrel carburetors sitting atop a 440 Magnum block, making an underrated 390 horsepower. The Cuda wasn't just a muscle car, it was a catalogue of American fury. You could order your preferred level of Armageddon. Now, let's talk about the pure, unfiltered experience. Slamming the door on a 70 Cuda is a heavy, solid thunk. You settle into a cabin that's all business, a pistol grip shifter for the 4-speed, a rolly dash with gauges set in deep, hooded pods. You fire it up. The big block shakes the entire car with a lumpy, impatient idle. The sound is a physical presence, a deep, chest-rattling thunder that promises violence. On the road, the steering is heavy and direct. The ride is firm, choppy, and communicative. You feel every seam in the pavement. It's a sensory overload in the best way, the smell of high-test fuel and hot oil, the roar that drowns out everything else, the violent shove in your back when you floor it. This is not a car for relaxed cruising. This is a car for asserting dominance. Here's the reality check. This raw, brutal performance came with brutal compromises. The fuel economy was apocalyptic. The visibility out that fastback was poor. The build quality, focused on go rather than show, could be rough. And that fierce, uncompromising nature is exactly what its buyers wanted. It was a specialist's tool, a Saturday night weapon. So, the no-filter comparison. In 1970, the battlefield was crowded. You had the Ford Mustang Boss 302 and 429. You had the Chevrolet Camaro Z/28 and SS. The Cuda's direct sibling was the Dodge Challenger. But the Cuda, especially in top-tier trim, positioned itself as the most extreme, the most visceral, the most Plymouth of them all. It wasn't trying to be the best handling or the most refined. It was trying to be the baddest. The one with the biggest target on its door and the most firepower to back it up. It appealed to the purist who wanted no filter between their right foot and tire-shredding, axle-twisting chaos. The legacy of the 1970 Plymouth Barracuda is that of a perfect, fleeting moment. It arrived at the absolute zenith of muscle, just before insurance premiums and emissions regulations would strangle the era. It represents American performance without apology, without a computer to mediate it, built when the only limit was mechanical and financial. It is the peak of the mountain. The 1970 Plymouth Cuda stands as a monument to glorious, unsustainable excess. It's the car that looked at the rulebook, grinned, and then set it on fire with a blast from its header pipes. It wasn't built for the future. It was built to define a moment. And it did, with a sound and a fury we'll never hear again. If this kind of raw, untamed automotive history gets your adrenaline flowing, smash that subscribe button for No Filter Auto. Let us know in the comments, 446 pack or 426 Hemi? Which Cuda would you unleash?